Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video right here on XRP. We're going to do a full update. Want to prepare you a little bit for next week, but we'll also talk about the technicals as they are right now, which if you watch all of my XRP videos, which I'm sure most of you do, then you know that technically not much has happened, right, for XRP, and that's neither bullish nor bearish, but we'll still talk about that. We'll talk about the different possibilities. I felt like in my video yesterday we spoke a lot about how XRP was doing. More on a fundamental level, while we did not really talk about some real technical moves and technical levels which we could move into. So also just wanted to be a little bit more specific about that, so you actually know what to expect over the course of next week. Next week, by the way, we're going to have a lot of news. So yesterday what we said already is that XRP is kind of getting, my apologies, my eyes are again today a little bit, very dry I think. But yesterday we already said that XRP is most likely, or it seems like it's getting back into that state, which it was in as well over the majority of the beginning of June, which basically meant that when the markets were very bullish, XRP was also bullish, but to a lesser extent. And when the markets were bearish, XRP was also bearish, but also to a lesser extent. There were numerous times over the course of June where Bitcoin broke down and XRP actually just held support. So it's it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. But we have a lot of major data, and I expect the XRP to react the same to that. Right? So if it's bad news, then XRP will react a little bit more mildly. If it's good news, then XRP will also not rally as much. But we have the trade deal between the United States and the EU, or updates on that coming, and we have a lot of economic data, especially from Wednesday till Friday. I'll keep you updated on that, but for now, that's what you need to know. And XRP itself, look, we spoke about RLUSD yesterday. I think that's bullish, right? Ripple's stablecoin is growing. I think that's great for the business of Ripple. I've now for 2 days spoken about, I deleted it. That's absolutely amazing. But I saw this article. Yeah, this is it. I saw this article. Which I briefly wanted to talk about, but it says XRP drops 14% after $175 million moved to exchange by Ripple co-founder's wallet. This is, and I'm going to get demonetized for this, but this is bullshit. All right, it's just not true. XRP fell, but XRP, yeah, I mean, it certainly didn't help. But ultimately the entire market felt like this, right? Or at least most altcoins felt like this. And yeah, sure, I mean, Bitcoin and Ethereum. We're a little bit stronger, but Ethereum at this point of time is showing exceptional strength, and Bitcoin always is a little bit stronger. So did it help? No, but news like that is just not true. But all right, let's talk about XRP. So like I said earlier, the state of XRP has changed a little bit more, that it becomes a little bit more stable, I would argue, than the market. And you can also see that in the price action so far. We're forming some sort of stability. We're forming balance. And most of that balance right now, I'm not sure if this is the right. Yeah, so most of that balance is between 3.25 and 3.07. Most of that balance has been formed over the course of the weekend. It's becoming very, very narrow. We're going to be very volatile. All right, over the course of the next couple of days, we're going to be very volatile. I'm going to give you two levels that I think you need to watch. And those are the two levels to look for trades. And that's first of all this level right here at 2.85. It's in the middle of this major support zone right here. We have the 200 EMA, we have the 0.618 FIB just under there. If we spike into that, and the fundamentals are still good, I think that's a buying opportunity. And the other level is 3.4. If we spike into that, and there's not a lot of momentum, or there's no fundamentals suggesting that we're going to break out, right? Because that's the main level which we have to break out above if we want to get bullish again. That's a good sell area. Watch for those extremes. All right, XRP is finding balance. The best trades, if a coin is balancing, are in the outskirts, right? So either a short or just selling some XRP right here at 3.4, or a long or buying some XRP at 2.85 and 2.8. Wait for that. Those spikes will come. The volume is getting very low. The range is getting very narrow. So be ready for that. But for now, I do think that from those spikes, we will still get back into stability and consolidation. But I'll keep you updated on that. For now, I think that's what you need to know. So have a great Sunday. Take care and bye.